Hello and welcome to another Hollow live stream. This week it's Dead Cells again. As you can see, the founder update is still live, and I'm going to have myself another go because there's a lot of this game and nothing comes out because it's February, and as a result we're here some more. Oop. As you can see, I'm halfway through a run, which is bad form, but I do like the gear that I've found thus far, and thus this is what we're doing. Promenade of the Condemned can mind its own business. But yeah, no, I very much like, as I might have mentioned, I very much like this. And so we're going to give it another go. Sword. Promenade of the Condemned can, in no uncertain terms, go fuck itself. But yeah, the reason that we're going Dead Cells another go is it's twofold, really. I very much like Dead Cells. I think there's a lot of it. I think there's a lot to it, and I think that it's got a lot of content. It's got a lot of value per jumping corpse man. Second reason, this is February, as anyone knows. No, it's not even February yet. January, the least populous release schedule of the entire year, second only to February. Things are only gonna get better. Well, actually, Kingdom Come Deliverance comes out in February, and we are going to be playing the hell out of that. No matter how good it is, there will be about, I think there's probably going to be a month of Kingdom Come Deliverance, because there's going to be nothing else. It's just not a populous release schedule. And that's kind of a pain in my ass, if I'm being honest. Just gonna move that out of the way. Oh, it's good. Health flask, ceiling of hits per 15 seconds. Still 75% HP and require half as many kills. Critical blow, corrupted power. Second, a nearby projectile that works 75 damage when there are no enemies nearby. Nearby deployed skill. See, the health ones just aren't. There's just not enough utility to them. Like two health every time you kill someone. You're not. I mean, especially with like two. I don't know. It just. I don't know. It doesn't seem like enough of a reason to go for those skills, but the health is your most delicate resource. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna nearby deployed skill, cooldown delay, or cooldown delay. Cooldown delays are good. No one ever complained about short cooldowns, except for everyone on Dota, but never about themselves. Is Dota still a thing? It probably is. It's probably the most played video game in human history by now. Yeah, that makes sense. 20 seconds. Oh. There we are. I do love these kind of. How did these dudes get there? Like, what were they humans that? Oh no, I hate doing that. The sound design in this is astonishing, by the way. Like, it sounds gross when you get alright. Oh man, no, oh man, no, this is buttery as hell. I love it. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. Health potion. Like, I was tempted to play Warhammer 2, what with the Tomb Kings and everything coming out, but other than, I don't know, they're very much what you've seen before. They're just another undead faction, frankly. I mean, they've got some interesting campaign map stuff. This is, by the way, if you weren't careful. This is definitely going to turn into me talking about Warhammer 2's Tomb King's DLC for a bit. But other than like some campaign map things, they're kind of same old, same old. They've got archers, which the other undead factions don't have, and but they don't have any like flying monsters. They've got a sphinx. It's kind of bleh, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I'm glad for any kind of Warhammer 2 content. I really enjoy them, but they've not been integrated particularly well, and... Oh yeah, I forgot about that I could do that. Oh. As you can see, I've been practicing my... Infantry bow or flossed breast? Flossed breast. Fuck it. I'm trying to get outside of my comfort zone. I'm very used to using the cold skills. Oh. But no, but I am... Oh. Fuck. Because he's bleeding. Throw the grenade. Yeah, go on. Yeah, as I say, I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone in this game because I generally just kind of... I stick very heavily to, like, frost weapons, like, to slow people down. And it's just not as... I don't know, I feel like I'm missing out on what this... you know what I mean? I can feel the dissatisfied fucking eyeball of the game designer as I ignore most of his cool games. Extra damage, extra damage, extra damage, because you're always outnumbered. There we are. Well, don't I feel like a dick? I do like how, as long as you, like, force jump down, there's never any falling damage. Like, somehow... falling harder is the thing that you need to... No, you're on your own, mate. You can fucking watch your own business. Yeah. I don't know, I like the fucking feel of this as well. Like, there's a very smooth, I suppose we should be grateful for Kingdom Come Deliverance. I've not really got a lot to say about this beyond what I said the last time, although I do, as I say, very much enjoy it, and I am trying to get out of my little, comfort zone with it. I'll eat knives, you little shits! There we go. Ooh. Oh, what's this one do actually? I didn't check. 50% damage on poison target, enemies burn when they die. Fair enough. I don't really care for the whole fires arrows effects that a lot of these seem to have. Oh, oh fucking yeah, right. Astonishing, like, so much damage as well with the, oh, I shouldn't have... Alright, I guess I'll just convert you to cash. Oh, no. Oh, there's an effect on that now as well. They didn't used to be, Oh, mate. Just gonna... Ooh. One use health items. Not ideal as a space for your second slot, but who cares? But yeah, no, Tomb Kings, as I say, kind of bleh. Like, I think the aesthetic of them is really cool. Like, I like the whole ancient Egyptian dead guy thing that they've got going on. There's certainly, like, stuff to appreciate with that whole DLC selection. What I will say, there's like a big floating pyramid in their special, like, oh yeah, that's a thing that's kind of weird. Maybe I should mention. In the... Oh. No. No, you're on your own, chump. Oh. Okay. This is going to be a... Oh. Oh no, it's a gauntlet of some variety. Possibly one with a terrible history. That's a bad joke that only me... that only 90s kids and people who played very specific video games from the 90s will get. And not even... it's not even a good joke as well, so don't like... Oh no, okay. Oh, friggin... Frig. Oh no, it's this idiot. Oh. I don't know what serves no purpose, but I'm excited about it. Yeah, okay. Oh, frig, I hate these guys. I absolutely hate the shield boys. Oh, fuck. Yeah, the big shield boys are the worst people in the world. Weirdly long load time there. There's all my sweet stuff. You know what? I'm going to try out a boss cell. Slightly increases enemy strength. I don't believe slightly, but I'll take it. Increases the level of the foundry. Allows you to collect boss soul cells. Okay. Something has changed around here. Explosive crossbow or assault shield. Oh, it's just got a really load up time. It doesn't have a number of arrows. Okay. Oh no. I kinda like that. Oh, friggin'. Come on, mate. Ah, I can't shoot through the, under the crack there. Up. Oh, fuck off. Right. Nah, I'm on my own. But yes, as I say, Tomb King's not very interesting. What's his name? Yeah, I suppose we've got to thank whatever gods we believe in for medieval something or other. What's medieval subtitle something? What's the subtitle on medieval? Eat every dick in the shelf. And let me introduce myself. Oh, there we go. Well, I guess I've finally found out a use for survival. Oh. There he is. Huh. If I... Oh, no. Alright. If I specifically load up on survival stuff now, that might make that whole kind of... that whole section of friggin' game useful. That might be interesting. I might play a survival character this time. Bye, idiot. I do love just clowning on these idiots. Deliverance? Medieval Deliverance? Deliverance Medieval? Something of that kind of ilk? I don't know. I don't know what it's called. All I can tell you is that it looks better than nothing. And that's all it takes in friggin' February, when that comes out. Oh, better nutcracker. Amazing. Yeah, I'm sticking to survival style weaponry at this point because why not? God, I wonder sometimes why more games aren't released in January and February, specifically because they've got nothing to compete with. Like, you'd think it'd be like an indie bonanza, January and February, because like, what are you really coming up against in the middle of friggin' like what are you fighting? You'd assume that, like, I don't know. What's it named? Cyanide, like the studio that make kind of dodgy, not great RPGs. You'd assume they'd be all over January because, you know, they're not gonna have to compete with anything. There's not a Dragon Age coming out, but there's nothing coming out. You'd think that this would be like the time for all the not very good studios of the world to really kind of lean into it. Oh no. And instead, nothing. They're just, I don't know, content to continue doing what they were already doing, which is to say making nothing. Oh. I am not good at this game. Oh jeez. What? That was the tightest moment of my career. Oh god damn it. Yeah, there was too many enemies down there. You don't have to win every fight. That's a thing. I was eaten alive. I was held down by a large scorpion man, and he consumed my every flesh. My every flesh bit. Amazing. I hate the Spartan sandals. They're the worst items in the game. And the crossbow's no good either. Alright, let's just be quick. Oh no. Okay. Mint. Yeah. This is not a game about tanking. This is not a game about taking hits. You're a flimsy little bug in an even flimsier little body. I suppose actually the bug party is probably pretty tough. Like, I've taken a significant amount of bug damage over the years, and you're better than the Spartan sandals. Let's see what we got, babies. I actually quite like these shoes because they are just your Jackie Chan boots. And who isn't a fan of Jackie Chan and his boots? I don't know. Nobody. Well. So yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance promises to be at least a video game that humans can play with their real hands, which is, you know, nice. It's nice around this part of the year that video games are coming out that people will be able to play and maybe enjoy. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's a historical RPG, which is to say it's set in a real place in a real time with real guys, presumably that you're gonna be able to. I assume you're gonna kill a pope at some point. That seems to be a thing that historical RPGs like doing. I don't know. That might just have been Assassin's Creed. Maybe there'll be aliens that turn up. That's also a historical RPG thing. Or maybe just Assassin's Creed. I didn't play the latest one of those because I'm not buying anything with loot boxes anymore. I'm not buying microtransaction games. I'm just not. That's not how this is going to go down, lads. I'm afraid to tell you. I just can't be fucked with them. Like, I don't know. It's it's just the worst. It's a cool decision that you make to make your game worse, so you can pay. So they make the game worse so they can charge more for it, and that's like, if we pay them for that, then they win. Like, if you buy that game, then they have said, we'll make this game worse, and you will pay us more for it. And you have agreed with that as a proposition, and that doesn't strike me as the kind of thing that I want to be agreeing with. That doesn't seem like it's going to have good long-term repercussions for me if I agree with that as like a proposal from someone who is asking for my money. I don't think I ever want to be in a situation where someone asks for my money in exchange for making something worse, and then my money is exchanged with them. I feel like that's probably like a bad, at least short term, at least like a long term strategy. I don't know what it's like in the short term, because I have no idea whether Assassin's Creed Origins is good. I haven't played it and I haven't looked at any of the reviews, because I don't look at the reviews for games that I'm definitely not going to buy whether they're good or not. Because either they're bad, in which case I don't know, feel a vague sense of smug satisfaction, but no amount of smug satisfaction will ever compensate me for the feeling that if they're good, and I'm just sat there like the one idiot in the world not playing Assassin's Creed Oranges, and I feel like it's probably not great because the Assassin's Creed team didn't know how to make an Assassin's Creed game. Last time I checked, they made one by accident, but they made it about pirates, and it wasn't about assassins, and from what I hear, this one's about the first assassin, so he's probably an assassin. Is the first assassin. You'd assume the first assassin would actually be an assassin, and from, like, context, ironically, having learnt from history, I've decided not to fuck around with Assassin's Creed games that are about assassins, because they're uniformly bad. Oh, eat every dick on the shelf! Let me introduce myself. I'm going to kick your entire body off. Oh, man. Yes! Oh, God, no. That was nearly the worst thing that ever happened. Still might be. Now I've got a sweet juice drink. And by that, I mean, I don't know, I always wonder what health potion would taste like. Because presumably, like, not great. Like a Calpol kind of situation, maybe. But then again, like, it's magic, so it doesn't have to taste like It doesn't have to taste like anything. It's not. It's like an enchanted collection of ingredients. So, like, surely there's like an orange flavored enchantment. I don't know what that would be called, but like, I don't know. It strikes me as if you've got the power to turn like some herb juice into something that will like restore any wound at all. You've probably also got the power to make that herb juice taste like, you know, Sunny D. I'd like Sunny D. You don't get it anymore. They changed the recipe. It was a tragedy. People all throughout England were actually a little bit like, we felt something for the first time in our miserable lives when they changed Sunny D. I couldn't tell you what it was, because I will never know how it feels to care. But oh no. Oh, okay, yeah, that was nearly really stupid. I was nearly forced to pay for a very stupid. Oh, eat every dick, Spartan Sandals. You're the worst melee weapon in the game. They're just a push. They're like the prod in Worms, except you don't just equip them when there's something to prod. You just always have them. Oh. There we are. Oh. So they're kind of the worst melee weapon. Whoa! And that, like, the prod was basically a joke in how crappy it was. I mean, it was the prod, it wasn't like a shove. They intentionally named it something very fucking lightweight because, bleh, you know? Why bother? I want to whip your entire torso off. So yeah, looking forward to Medieval when that comes out next 2 weeks from now, I think. God knows what I'll be doing between then and now, but it probably rhymes with video games. You see, you thought you was going to mention a specific video game there, did you? But I didn't. That's called being a showman. That's called having an ounce of credibility as a as a purveyor of entertainment. That's what that is. Don't ever trust anyone who'll tell you what they're going to do, because, you know, don't ever trust any of these, don't ever trust anyone who gives you a next time. Even if they do it condescendingly, as a fun joke. No one's ever given anyone else a next time if they've respected them. No, it's a sign of great weakness. I'm going to slap this idiot upside down the head. There we go. Have that. And down the vine. Ironically, I did it for the vine. What? God, that's just me saying a meme, isn't it? That's not even a joke. That was just kind of as a declaration of intent. That was I will make you laugh, maybe, sometime in the future. Actually, probably not, because, you know, the joke I just made? Not a good joke. He's just a dead guy. What a dead guy. I liked him, that dead guy. I don't think I met him, but I did like him. You can like a corpse. Don't judge me. I'm not going to be able to... Oh no, I'm still carrying cells. I've got 6. Just too many. But yeah, I don't know. I like any game that kind of includes its own difficulty mix-ups. Like, you make it harder. And, like, I presume the boss souls thing it talked about includes more bosses than the one at the end of the run. So I presume, like, the Blackbridge guy will now drop a modifier. And, I don't know, it's a really nice way of kind of making the game a bit more inventive as you're going through it. Oh no. Ah, yeah, no, I am out of practice. Ugh. I'm not impressing myself at this point. Up, down I go. Down here. What? No, I don't think so, idiots. Of course, that door was sealed. Huh. Those bombardiers are bigger, angrier dudes than usual. They usually don't show up until later, which makes me wonder if when I get to where they are meant to be, will there be even angrier bombardiers awaiting my supple flesh to test their weapons on. Incidentally, that's the only OkCupid profile I ever was interested in. Someone who was looking for someone to test whose supple flesh they could test their weapon on. I died in that encounter. I died and then I was dead forever. Whoop, there we are. God, sometimes I think I mistake saying a weird thing for making a joke, but fortunately for me, I'm genuinely hilarious, so it always kind of pays off in some form. Oh no, hang on. I'm gonna get that. I just did that as wrong as many times as I could. There we are. Have some guts. I imagine that feels like standing on a... Have you ever done that? And by you, I mean me, because I'm talking eternally to the echo in my head. But, have you ever done that where you stood on like a plug? Because I've never done that, but I did... That just reminded me of it stomping down on that shit. But I have once in my young life stood on a nail that was coming out of a piece of wood. And let me tell you, I wished for death. I was about 8 years old, and I'm pretty sure I used words that I didn't know. I'm pretty sure that I must have, you know, drawn into the kind of the spirit of an older version of myself and found language that he would use, because I'm pretty sure I didn't know what any of the words I said were, but they were all, you know, words I would now recognise as things you would reasonably yell if you impale your foot on a nail. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw into a dark future. Which is, of course, when I say a dark future, I mean the current timeline. I don't think you could get away with calling what's happening in the world right now not a dark future. It's a pretty dark future. I think it's darker a future than I would have than I was, I think, ready for at the age of 8. I think 8-year-old me would have considered this a pretty like godforsaken timeline. I'm just waiting for Kitty Pryde to turn up, is what I'm saying. I mean, Wolverine's alright, but I don't actually get a lot of the hype behind Wolverine, especially considering the medium he's in. Because in, like the first couple of movies involving Wolverine were all like, not PG, but like, not 8. Like, the only good movie with Wolverine in it is Logan. And I realise I'm not, like, changing the world by suggesting that. I'm gonna die here, and it's all because of my sins for not appreciating X-Men 2. X-Men 2 is a terrible fucking film. I don't even care. Or is it X... No, X-Men 2 is okay. I think X-Men... Oh, God. Fan of X-Men 2 there. Slapping me across the room. X-Men 2 is fine. It's fine. That's my official read-through on X-Men 2. It's alright. It exists as a movie. It's a film. There's one whole film there. And with that, I think I'm going to call it quits. This has been about 45 minutes, or at least it should have been. Some of you will have noticed that there was an earlier stream that got that didn't really make it past the loading screen because my computer annihilated itself the second I tried to get it to receive my webcam stuff. So this here. So that will be me. That has been another whole live stream. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I presume that you did because I decide what you say. Because you don't actually get to talk to me. There's no communication ability whatsoever. I mean, you can comment, and I encourage you to do so, but you can't talk to me live, at least not live in a way that I can hear, because I've only got the one screen at the moment. So that's been nice. I'm really flattered that you enjoyed it that much, and I'm afraid that I am in a relationship, so I can't reciprocate all of that, all of the affection you're giving me, but I'm certainly very pleased. And... just in case anyone was wondering, there was a skull in the wardrobe to the side of me this whole time. He was watching me. You were watching me. And that's been another Hodman live stream. It has been me. It has been great. I have loved, I've felt, I've cried, and I've longed once more for peace. And that's all there is to say, which is to say that there is no more to say. Which is to say, goodbye. It's been charming. You've been charming. I've been very charming. Twice as charming as you, probably. Just because you're, you know, someone who watches video games on the internet, whereas I'm one of the cool people who plays video games on the internet. This has been me. This has been you. This has been all the things we've done and said to each other. And our relationship's over now. Which is one way of saying, go away.